it was gonna be a hit, Mike.
Man, this writing thing is so powerful. I got another group coming in. Curious to see how they will write, how much they will write. I'm gonna compare. I think it's gonna be interesting. I got everybody's paper. I'm gonna read through it because I'm curious myself to see like kids at that age, like how does their mind work? How do they write? And compare it to myself at my age. But yeah, man, writing is so powerful because not only does it become a tangible thing, right? It's no longer just in here, it's real. It's on paper, it's a material thing now. You have ideas in your head, right? But if it stays up here, then it just stays up there. You never get to experience it. You gotta actually do the action to make it come from here into the world. And I think that in of itself is such a battle for so many people. It was for me, for sure. So I feel like writing is a bridge. So you start at the dream, and all of a sudden you get different ideas. And when those ideas come, do you act on them? That's the question. But if you do it with writing, then you will start to be able to do it in everyday situations. If we can get this, that would be so dope. Yeah, that's where I put the laptop. Oh, let's go. Yo, that is sick. Wow, that's dope. Bro, I was walking by the hall. I saw this TV, like this is exactly what I was thinking about. I hope they just let me use it. All right, y'all, welcome. The older group. I have high expectations for you guys. And so this is like a relaxed activity, okay? It's an opportunity for you not to work so much on your body, rather we're gonna work on the mind. Who has thought about their goals or their dreams of who they'd like to be in the future? Hands up if you kind of given that some thought. For those of you who haven't, well, that's what we're gonna do today. So if we can start thinking about our future now, we can set ourselves up to get better every day, and our life gets better every day over time. You can write about basketball if you're really passionate about basketball, or you can write about anything. Just because this is a basketball camp, I'm not gonna expect you guys to only write about basketball. I want you guys to write about everything and anything that comes to mind, whatever you feel inside, whatever you're most passionate about. All right, what's your name?
My name is Nate.
All right, what you write, Nate? What is your big vision?
In the next year, I'm very passionate about basketball. In 1 year, I want to continue to play rep basketball and to get better and better. In the next 10 years, I want to go to college and be very smart, and I want to be in the NBA. When I'm way older, I want to have a nice family and be retired. My why, I have written about the NBA because LeBron James has inspired me. Steps I'm gonna take. I'm gonna train every day. I'm done. I did so good. What?
LeBron? LeBron James.
That looks like you, kind of.
All right, so the one thing I would say about what you said, so he said, I'm gonna get better every day to make my goals come true. You gotta get better every day, no joke. But how are you gonna get better every day? Stuff you gotta think about, okay? Yeah, come. Listen up, yo, listen up. What's your name?
My name's Ethan.
Ethan?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Medium-term vision. In the next year, I want to be far. In college, I want to study to be a lawyer or a real estate agent. If my basketball career don't go well, then I want to go to uni and get a master's degree. That's where I want to be in the next 10 years. Next 70 years. If my basketball career didn't end up well, I want to be a real estate agent. I want to buy crappy houses, renovate them, and sell them for profit. When I'm in a stable condition, I want to get kids, 2 boys and 1 girl. And then I'm going to raise them to be grateful and respectful.
Grateful and respectful, unlike these kids who are talking.
Wait. You wanna have kids when you're 85?
My why. I want to be where I write it because all those things have much effect on me because I want to become a rich and successful man. Steps I got to take. I'm going to work hard every day, put my goals first, and I'm not going to be lazy, like skipping the gym or not working on my goals when I can. And I'm going to listen to other people for advices. Yeah.
Here, let me take this one down. Okay, thank you, Ethan. All right, so what I think Ethan did really well is when we listened to his steps, okay, he had multiple steps he was going to do. He talked about listening to other people, talked about being focused on his goals. But he didn't just say what he was going to do, he said what he's not going to do. Now, the only thing, Ethan, I would say, and for you guys, when you talk about your why, he said, I want to be rich and successful. But I want you guys to think even more deeply. I mean, think about it. If you don't become rich and successful, you could still live a good life. You could still help other people. So figure out, why does it have meaning to you? And that's what I want you guys to start thinking about and exploring. All right, one more person. Okay, come on. What is your name?
Jack.
Jack is speaking, not you guys.
In the next year, I want to quit hockey and pursue basketball. I want to go to the NBA, and I can also practice more by quitting hockey. Medium-term vision. In 10 years, I want to be in the NBA, and I know it isn't easy, but I think I can do it. Long-term vision. When I'm older, I want to be a Hall of Famer for the Lakers. My why. I want to be like Kobe. I'm gonna go to college and become a D1 basketball player and then get drafted.
Okay, listen up, listen up. So, he said he wanted to go to the NBA. He said he wanted to go to Division I. He made it clear. Well, the first thing I'll say to what you shared with us is that you're in the right place. If you want to get better at basketball, you need to start going to places where the focus is about basketball. Same thing in real estate. If you have interest in doing real estate or whatever you have interest in, why are you stabbing your paper? The last thing I'll touch on is you said you wanted to go to the NBA for the Lakers because of Kobe. Why are you inspired by Kobe? Okay, if it's his work ethic, why does that inspire you? Is there anybody else that would like to share? Come on up. Last one of the day, man. Last one of the day, man.
I'm Grant.
Grant. All right, listen up to Grant. Here we go.
I'm mostly doing this because I want the microphone. Like, it's cool. For my short-term vision, I want to be the best football player in my league, and that's pretty easy to do because they all suck. I want to average 6+ points on my basketball team, but I'm going to get better with work, and I'm going to put in that work. I'm going to put it in. Yeah! Every day, I'm going to do the drills and all that stuff. Yeah! No, because I'm going to play football too. In the next 10 years, I want to be drafted into the NFL, play for the New York Jets. Any team but the Patriots and Bills. I want to be drafted in the first 5 rounds because I'll probably still get the call and be like on TV and stuff. Like if I'm going like 7th round, ain't no way that's happening. If I don't go to America, I would like to play like universities in Ontario and then go to the CFL.
What's the CFL?
Canadian Football League.
You want to go to the CFL?
I just want to play football. Or XFL or USFL. Just any football league, bro. If none of that happens, I would like to be an architect or a producer. For my long-term vision, when I'm old, I want to have children, I guess. when I'm 40. Like when I'm 40. Why you just wink at me like that? What? Shut up. Okay. The steps I will take will be getting up and just putting the work in to get better. My side shuffle's really coming on. Right? Like so. So I'm gonna put that work in. I want to be a defensive back, like safety cornerback. I want to hit some kids.
The thing, Grant, I really liked about what you said is you gave so many different possibilities. And when you guys are thinking about your future, that is so important. Think more deeply about the many possibilities of your basketball career, your basketball pursuit. Because if you're passionate about basketball, there are so many layers to basketball, it's ridiculous. Let's go, MJ. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, stop. Here's some stuff you gotta adjust. So when you're ball handling, your eyes gotta be looking ahead of me. They're not down at the ground like this, focusing on the ball. They're ahead, because you gotta be able to read the defense, and you gotta be able to see when your teammates cut and get open. So eyes gotta be up. You're gonna grab it and get your elbows out. Then you're gonna reverse it. Go out, that foot is gonna come backwards like this. We call that a reverse pivot. Step across and go up half it, or another top fade. Like I said, first place, 1 minute. Second place, 1.5 minutes. Last place, 3 minutes. Starting in 3, 2, 5, 4, 2, 1. You guys are done. You guys got 1 more minute.
Is going to work. He has punched the clock for the Americans. Dylan Travis.
Okay, watch. So what did we talk about? What is one of the things I talked about this morning that maybe you can see here the ball handler is doing?
Pushing their impact.
Using your off arm. Watch how this defender is trying to use his arm to slow him down, right? So what I'd like you guys to write down is use off arm when driving, passing, and protecting against defense.
He ain't messing around. The real deal. So is the maestro. Arguably the greatest shooter in the game. He is shooting. So is...
Now, when you guys are working on your shot, tell me some of the cues you always hear coaches tell you.
Put your hand in the net.
What's something else you guys hear coaches tell you? That one is so important because when you get the ball to have more arc, it literally gives the ball more room to enter the basket. And you can see he's going to have nice arc because his hand finishes high rather than forward like this. So I want you guys to write those 2 things down. Arc, finish your shot high in the sky. Elbow above the eyebrow. Hand in the cookie jar. Follow through, fingers in the middle of the rim. So as you flick that wrist, you want to feel the ball roll off.
The referee said he's had his hands a little forward. Take another look at it. The referee said he's...
Okay, watch this. This is an advanced thing, but if you guys start to get on top of it, you're going to get a lot of nice calls. Whenever you find yourself in this defensive position right here, you see how he really bumps pretty aggressively into that defender? And you see how it knocks him back? You can see the impact. That's a great opportunity to actually draw a charge. When an offensive player tries to go through my chest, I should look to sell it, fall back, and draw a charge. So you guys see this semicircle right here? Yeah. If you are inside the line, then you can't draw a charge. This is called the restricted area. So your feet have to be outside of this line to draw the charge. I want you guys to write that down too. I also want you guys to write 3 details. And these 3 details are when charges are most likely to occur. The first game situation when you're most likely to take a charge is this one right here. When you're guarding somebody who's trying to back you down in the post. So write that down. Number 2 is transition. As soon as you're sprinting back to stop any layups, and the offensive ball handler is running in transition, oftentimes the transition player will try to drive right through you. Maybe they'll Euro step, but oftentimes it's not enough. They still clip you with the shoulder, and that's a time you can fall back. So I want you to write, when I'm the first player back in transition. Number 3 is when I'm the help defender. So now, if I get there fast enough, and I'm outside of the restricted area, oftentimes, boom, he hits me, and that's another great place to draw a charge. 3 details that I want you to write down. Number 1, get to the spot early and be stationary. I have to get here for like half a second, then once I'm stationary and he bumps me, it will be a charge. But if you get there late, and I'm like this, and I'm still moving, it's going to be a block, and the foul is going to be on you. So if you want to take that charge, you got to get there early, before him.
And you can't be moving?
You can't be moving. Now here's the thing. That's like a help situation. You got to be stationary. But I've drawn many charges where this player is driving, and I'm shuffling laterally, and he tries to drop his shoulder. So technically, I'm moving because I'm shuffling, but because he drove into me, that's also a charge. Number 2, stop taking charges like this, where you make it really obvious you're gonna take a charge. How do you guys not make it obvious? Well, it's simple. Just be here like you're playing defensive position. You can have a hand up, you can be out here ready to drive or steal a ball, and you just play like this, regular defense position. Okay, good. The last thing we are going to visualize is taking a charge. First charge we're going to take is we're guarding somebody who's trying to back us down in the post. Okay, so somebody gets the ball and they start taking a dribble and they pound their shoulder into your chest. Visualize how the other player catches the ball, they're looking at their teammates, and they put the dribble down and back into you very hard. I want you to visualize yourself taking the contact and falling backwards to draw the charge. Visualize that for the next minute. Good. The next scenario we're going to visualize is us being the first person to run back on defense. So visualize this. Your team just ran an offensive play and you shoot the ball. You miss and the other team gets the rebound. You start sprinting back as fast as you can to make sure the other team doesn't get a layup. So you get back there super fast and now you face the ball. You make sure to stand outside of the restricted area and you stay there ready for the offensive ball handler to attack the basket. When they make that contact with you in your chest, you absorb it and you fall backwards. The ref calls a charge. Now it's your ball. Other player has a foul. Maybe it was their superstar. Now they're sitting on the bench. You just helped your team out a bunch because you sprinted back on defense and you took a charge. So visualize that for the next minute. Run back on defense. There's star players coming at you full speed. They fall into you. You draw that charge. Last one. This time you're going to take a charge by being the help defender. So you're on defense. The other team is running a play. They're passing the ball around. You're on the weak side. You know you're the help defender. You see the ball handler shot fake and your teammate jumps in the air. That ball handler drives by them to go get a layup. As soon as you see your teammate jump, you know you gotta go help. So you shuffle over, you make sure you're outside of the restricted area, and you're there, ready to contest their shot. They're coming so fast on that drive that they run right into your chest, trying to score. You don't try and block the shot. You don't foul them. You simply stand there and draw the charge. So visualize that. You're in the weak side. The ball handler past your teammate, and you get there to take a charge.
I used to feel so devastated.